In 1992, AVE, American Video Entertainment, a San Jose, California-based software development company, released Maxi 15-in-1, or Maxi 15 as it's otherwise known, on the Nintendo Entertainment System. This game was to be their last. But let's see what happened first. In the late 80s, an American chip manufacturer called Macronix contacted Nintendo offering to do ROM chip production for the Nintendo NES game carts. Nintendo refused at the time, seemingly preferring Japanese manufacturers. Not giving up, however, Macronix began offering their ROM chips and their system called NINA, or Nintendo Compatible, to companies without official Nintendo licensing. The proposed profits outweighed the worry of upsetting Nintendo, and Macronix eventually actually patented the NINA system, receiving an award for compatibility in 1991. In February of 1990, Macronix went on to form AVE. Their goal was simple: deliver cheaper Nintendo games to consumers while still keeping a high game standard. Richard Frick, a former employee of Atari, ShareData and Tengen, became their president. Phil Mickelson, formerly of Color Dream's PR department, became art director and game producer. And finally, Fred Hoot, coming directly from within Macronix themselves, was director of manufacturing and quality. Fred returned to Macronix when AVE closed and went on to work there until 1997. None of the games released by AVE were developed in-house. AVE's official stance was all developers had to do all reverse engineering of the NES themselves. Some developers did actually state American Video Entertainment did most of it for them, but they do verify that no documents, dev kits or programming tools are supplied. AVE's first release was Impossible Mission 2. SEI had originally licensed it for its release, but due to problems the rights were taken away and given to AVE even after SEI had released it. While many games are developed in the US, others are picked up from Asia. Tin Chen Enterprises, Ideatech and Joyvan, all believed to be Sachin, kept the unlicensed cart market flooded at the time, also selling games to Color Dreams. AVE even bought out American Game Carts Inc., a ShareData subsidiary, before they could release their game, Wally Bear and the Just Say No Gang. Alas, the game's title was a copyright slogan, and became Wally Bear and the No Gang, the game we know today. When Maxivision 15-in-1 was eventually released, licensing issues stopped production and sale. AVE did not have multi-cartridge licenses for a couple of the games. Pyramid and Double Strike were both owned by Sachin and had to be replaced by Blackjack and Death Race. Hess, home entertainment suppliers, AVE's Australia distributors for Maxi 15, also made the same adjustments. Nintendo were still making life tough for AVE. This was done by changing the NES lockout chip code, a code which was supposed to prevent the use of unlicensed carts in the first place. Nintendo went one step further, however, sending letters to retail stores stating that if they stocked unlicensed games, Nintendo would no longer take orders for them. AVE launched a huge campaign to warn people and tell them how Nintendo secretly changed the NES internals to prevent them from buying cheaper games. They added notes to their games warning that if the game was bought after October 1990, they might not work in their NES. They even gave consumers the option to have their NES modified to play unlicensed games again by calling 1-800-HOT-4AV. If you went to the trouble, you got $10 off any game purchased directly from AVE. Prior to Maxivision's release, on January 7, 1991, AVE actually filed a lawsuit against Nintendo America and Nintendo of Japan, seeking $105 million in damages, stating Nintendo had broken US antitrust laws by using a secret lockout system on their game consoles. Maxivision released, Richard Frick contacted Dave Ashley. Dave had invented a Sega Genesis development unit. He had several unsuccessful attempts to sell the kit and had almost given up prior to Richard contacting him. A partnership was made. Frick would handle the marketing. With the NES business dying, however, and revenue drying up, they just couldn't get into the Sega-based units, and about a year later, AVE closed down. AVE's case with Nintendo was settled though, via secret order, and the rest, as they say, is history. Or was it? You see, Maxivision 15 was originally supposed to be Maxi 30. AVE even had a 30-minute infomercial produced to promote it. The infomercial is presented by none other than Hulk Hogan, where 3 teams of 2 kids, with a wrestling coach on each, play different games from the Maxivision's cart. Even though the infomercial was only aired once, AVE received quite a few orders, despite the fact the cart didn't exist again due to missing licenses. The actual cart itself used in the infomercial is nothing more than a gold-coloured Tengen cart with an AVE label. 10 are shown, but nobody knows what happened to them. Originally planned to be a 24 megabit cart, this was halved, along with the amount of games, to reduce cost, and eventually released as the Maxi 15 cart we all know today. So what happened to the infomercial? Due to only being shown the once, the full version no longer seems to be available, but through the powers of the interweb, I've located what remains, and here it is for your viewing pleasure.
In the cartridge, over 560 levels and hundreds of spectacular game screens. And that adds up to thousands of hours of play. All this in one powerful Maxivision cartridge. Up to $1,500 worth of individual games. That's Maxivision.
I'm the expert at tough challenges. 30 games, one cartridge, what power, intense play, Maxivision. It's incredible, dudes.
The Maxivision 30 games in one cartridge is yours now for 3 easy payments of only $49.95. Remember, the power's in the cartridge. To order your Maxivision 30 game cartridge for just 3 simple payments of $49.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-652-9200. Remember, Maxivision works on your standard NES game machine because the power's in the cartridge. So call 1-800-652-9200. You'll get thousands and thousands of hours of exciting and challenging play, only available from Maxivision. Credit card holders only. Please call 1-800-652-9200 now.
Welcome back to the Maxivision Power Video Challenge. Our players are playing. The scores are very, very close. We're just waiting for the buzzer. The buzzer's going to ring at any second now. Who knows where this game's going to go? Hulk, take it away.
This is the most intense challenge I've ever seen. Let's check with our accountants.
At the end of round 6, the blue team in the lead with 500. The white and red teams are tied with 425 points apiece.
That's it. Back to you, Maniac Mike.
Now I can't tell where this is going to go. We're ready for the next game. Juliana, it's up to you.
It's game number 4, Mike.
This round is a Captain Comic game. The legendary treasures of Osmic have been stolen and hidden somewhere in the lands of Tambi. You must find the tools to overcome treacherous obstacles in your quest as you race through this adventure thriller that may prove to be your ultimate challenge.
Another great game. Let's go down. We're waiting for the buzzer. It's going to happen any second now. Hulk, take it away.
Honky Tonk Man, your team's been rocking and rolling, but now you're tied for second place. You just might be singing the blues.
No, it's a whole new song and dance this time, Huckster, but don't ever count me out, okay?
You know something? The other team tied for second place is Mr. Wonderful's team. If you ever had an ace up your sleeve, you better pull it out now, Mr. Wonderful.
You got it right, Huckster. It's gut check time. If Team Wonderful team is up for the test, my man, we're going to walk out of here, Huckster. You know we will, baby.
Well, you know something? Now the man in first place is Coco Beware. You're soaring with the Eagles, man.
Warrior! Oh, Huckster, brother! And we're hot, and we can't be stopped. And Honky Tonk Man, take the back seat. Mr. Wonderful Man, take the back seat.
You heard it, man. It's intense. Back to you, Maniac Mike.
Look at that energy. I'm glad we're here. Let me tell you, Michael Elson, his name has been in Nintendo Power Magazine. He's a champ. He's a game-playing champ. Michael, who do you think's going to win? The scores are very close.
I think Coco's team's going to win.
Why is that?
Why? Because they have the enthusiasm, they've been training, and they're just ready for this tournament.
And you need that, don't you?
Yeah, it's all you need to be a great game player.
Michael Elson, we got to hear from you, buddy. You've played every game. You've played all 30 games on here. What's your favorite?
Out of all 30 games, I find my favorite has to be Menace Speech, Mike.
Why is that?
Why? Because of the intense sounds, the killer graphics, and the crazy characters.
How do you like those 3D graphics?
The 3D graphics are so intense that I feel like I'm actually in the game when I play.
Hold it 1 second. Let's go back down the floor and find out who takes away this round. Hulk.
Unbelievable. Now let's check with our accountants.
At the end of round 7, the blue team first place, 550 points. The red team second place, 525 points. Falling into last, the white team with 500 points.
Back to you, Maniac Mike.
I'll tell you, this could all change in the lightning round. Let's go on to the next one. Juliana, it's all to you.
It's game number 21, Mike.
This This round is Menace Beach. When Demon Dan abducts Bunny from the malt shop, it's up to you to save her from his evil clutches. Grab your souped-up skateboard and get ready to confront nasty ninjas, crazy clowns, and schools of vicious piranha fish in this non-stop adventure that pits good against evil.
The game is close. Let's begin. Waiting for the buzzer now, Hulk. Just wait for the buzzer. There you go. Back to you, Hulk.
It's fun to be with number one. Coco, you guys are soaring like an eagle.
I told you, Hulkster brother, we're bad, we're a super bad.
Well, you know something? Things have taken a turn for the worst for the wonderful team. Right now, big dude, looks like you're breaking a little sweat. Hope I don't have to call you Mr. Blunderful.
What do you say? Don't you call me Mr. Blunderful. Mr. Wonderful's gotta go regroup.
As you can see, Mike, it's getting heavy out here. Back to you.
Well, aren't you glad we're up here and they're down there?
Oh, yeah,
Let me tell you. All right, you're an experienced player, Michael. We've seen your name in Nintendo Power Magazine. You've played all 30 games on the cartridge. What do you think? What do you think of the choice of games?
Well, take a look, Mike. There are many different adventure games, many different puzzle games, many different sports games.
It's a full menu full, right?
This challenges both beginners and experienced players.
So even if you're a beginner, how about if you're an adult?
My dad plays this.
Really? Your dad plays this too? It's all packed into one cartridge. Wait a second, we'll have more from you. Let's go down on the floor and find out who took this round. Hulk?
Push may come to shove around here, dudes. Let's check with our accountant.
At the end of 8 rounds of play, first place, the Honky Tonk Man in the red team, 625 points. Coco Beware in the blue team, 600 points. Mr. Wonderful in the white team, 575 points.
That's it. Back to you, maniac.
The more we play, the closer it gets. Julianne, it's down to you. Go for it.
It's game number 15, Mom.
This round is a game called Shockwave. Enter an undiscovered dimension on the far side of our own reality as Earth scientists battle the evil warriors of Raston for control of the Tamarin crystals. The action is fast and furious and the struggle relentless in this challenging sci-fi thriller.
Who knows where this challenge is going to go? We're waiting for the buzzer for the next round. Hulk, take it away.
The competition's really getting tough down here, Mike. I've got problems on my own.
Look what's going on down there. Aren't you glad we're up here? Maxivision, 30 games in one. Here you go, buddy. Stay with us for the lightning round when we come back up for more of the Maxivision Power Video Challenge.
Imagine being able to buy armloads and armloads of video games all at once. Impossible, right? Now, enter the magical world of Maxivision and get ready for the most exciting cartridge ever available for your standard Nintendo game machine. Maxivision. It's not just another game cartridge. Go ahead, plug it in. Look out. Now you're connected to pure Maxivision. 30 full, complete, multi-level games with electrifying graphics that look so real that they're almost scary. That's right, all 30 games packed into one Maxivision cartridge. Are you up to the challenge? Can you destroy an invading army of tanks, gunboats, and aircraft bent on taking over your city? Become an intergalactic police officer and transport weird wildlife all over the galaxy. Do you have the skill to discover a far-side dimension and battle evil warriors for total control of the secret Tamarin crystals? Do you have enough cunning to exterminate a world full of nasty pests? Can you solve all 24 stages of mind-blowing bubble puzzles and learn the secret of Atlantis? Want more? You don't need to find more cartridges. Just choose another Maxivision game and become the most radical dude around. Explore tropical islands in search of buried treasures. Develop the magic and wisdom to overcome the dangers of the mystical tiles of fate. Save the Earth from enslavement by robots gone out of control. Take on a friend head-to-head for intense, non-stop sports action. All these challenges and more, much more, await you with this one Maxivision cartridge. Best of all, you don't have to buy a new game machine because the power's in the cartridge. Over 560 levels and hundreds of spectacular game screens. And that adds up to thousands of hours of play. All this in one powerful Maxivision cartridge. Up to $1,500 worth of individual games. That's Maxivision.
I'm the expert at tough challenges. 30 games, one cartridge, what power, intense play, Maxivision. It's incredible, dudes.
The Maxivision 30 games in one cartridge is yours now for 3 easy payments of only $49.95. Remember, the power's in the cartridge. To order your Maxivision 30 game cartridge for just 3 simple payments of $49.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-652-9200. Remember, Maxivision works on your standard NES game machine because the power's in the cartridge. So call 1-800-652-9200. You'll get thousands and thousands of hours of exciting and challenging play, only available from Maxivision. Credit card holders only. Please call 1-800-652-9200 now.
Welcome back to the Maxivision Power Video Challenge. Remember, all the games that you've seen here have been on this one cartridge. 30 games on one cartridge. No new machine to buy. They put the technology in the cartridge. Let's go down the floor. Who knows who's going to win? Hulk?
Well, Maniac Mike, as you can tell, these guys are chomping at the bit. What's the score?
The scores at the end of 10 rounds are the red team, first place, 800 points. The white team, second place, 750 points. The blue team, third place, 700 points.
Hulk, as you know, this all could change because now it's time for the exciting lightning round and look at the game that we've chosen.
This round is a crazy creatures game. When you signed on as an intergalactic immigration officer, you figured it was an easy way to make some money. You were wrong. Transporting wave after wave of weird wildlife from all over the universe will require all your wits and skill in this intense action game.
Let the lightning round begin.
Well, Honky Tonk Man, you've rock and rolled right through this Maxivision challenge, but in the lightning round, anything can happen, dude. Are you gonna play the same old tune?
It's no holds barred. It's a lightning round. Anything goes, and I'm ready. Get the trophy for me.
Well, you know something? Honky Tonk may be a little overconfident because Mr. Wonderful has a tremendous game plan. He's in number 2 right now, and with a wonderful plan, anything can happen with this guy.
Well, you know something, Hulkster? We've planned it this way. We haven't varied from it at all. We've stuck to it. We've done everything you said. The kids have never forgotten. And Team Wonderful will prevail.
Now, the lightning round is unbelievable. Nobody knows what's going to happen here. One thing, the Birdman is in last place, but he can fly. Are you going to soar like an eagle, Birdman?
Well, you know, Huxton, you know we're going to soar like an eagle. And, brother, the bird team is going to win the big one. We don't give up for nobody. The fat lady hadn't sung at all, Huxter, at all.
Well, this is the lightning round. Anything can happen, dudes.
Hold, stop everything, stop. It's all down to the judges. It's down to you for the final. Go ahead. Announce the winner. It's down to the judges.
The winners of the lightning round and the games are Mr. Wonderful and the white team with 1,150 points.
Bring out the trophies, Hulk. Can you believe that?
Mr. Wonderful.
What a challenge.
Mr. Wonderful.
Congratulations. Hulk, they took the challenge and they really went for it, didn't they?
Let me tell you something, Maniac Mike. This Maxivision challenge is the toughest I've ever seen. It's rad. It's unbelievable. And what you gonna do when Maxivision runs wild on you?
You got a point there, Hulk. Until next time, I'm Mike Levy, and this has been the Maxivision Power Video Championship.
Now you can join the World Game Federation. It's simple. Just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to WGF PO Box 470, Hollywood, California, 90078. The preceding program was a paid advertisement for Maxivision and the World Game Federation.